Captain Crimson, Space Crusader.
Captain Crimson had been with us for 3 weeks, and I remember, because it was Amy's birthday that week, and I'd been really looking forward to going to her party. It must be great having your birthday in the summer holidays, because you've got one fantastic present guaranteed. You don't have to go to school. Wiz had been cooking up a storm organising the food for the party. It was lucky she'd done all those weight training classes. The captain couldn't believe his eyes when he saw all the food. Then he couldn't believe his ears when we told him he wasn't going to get any. Well, it would have been 2 galaxies beyond impossible to hide a 6-foot space crusader at a party for 10-year-olds. That sent him into a right old sulk. Oh well, at least Dad was in a good mood. And had been ever since Gina told him she liked his poem. He was so happy he'd even finished the Captain Crimson story early. I actually thought that maybe life was getting back to normal. What a joke.
I can't. Oh no, it's going to fall into my mouth. Oh, whoa.
Don't eat all the party food, Jeff.
Oh, please, it would take an entire army to eat this much food.
Exactly. There's going to be an army at Amy's birthday party. An army of gladiators.
A gladiator challenge party.
Ah, now I get the weightlifting sausages. Oh.
Haven't you got any work to do?
I did, and I've done it. You see before you a man who has completed his work ahead of time. A man who is free from life's stresses and strains. A man
Who is on his way to collect a young girl's birthday cake.
Consider this responsible task completed, madam. Thrust us into hyperspace overdrive, and away!
Have you seen this?
Not yet. Dad's only just finished it. Why, what's wrong with it?
It's dull. Dull, 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 dull.
You don't like it then?
Look at this. Captain Crimson looked at the alien landscape in front of him. It was quite nice. Quite nice? Hi, I'm Captain Crimson, fearless space crusader, explorer of quite nice places. And listen to this bit. Captain Crimson was so happy, he was whistling a little tune.
Well, Dad's in a good mood, so he's made Captain Crimson happy too.
Happy? I'm Captain Crimson. I don't do happy. I don't do whistling, and I definitely don't do whistling little tunes. I do fearless, courageous, heroic. Oh, I could feed him to a monolith for this.
Take it easy. Budge out the way, let me have a look. The Galileo's water tank had sprung a leak, and they were desperate to refill it. So they had made an emergency landing on an unexplored planet. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with the words, but look at the picture. Your father has drawn giant smiling sunflowers and little fluffy bunnies. They've made an emergency landing on an unknown planet. It should be dangerous and menacing and hot and sweaty.
I think you might be right. Perhaps we better start again. Oh, I know. Why don't we draw the planet with 2 suns? That'd make it hot and sweaty.
Yes. Then we could say something like, twin suns shone down.
What about beat down?
Yes. Beat sounds even hotter. Twin suns beat down upon Captain Crimson and his crew.
We ought to say something about the heat.
Yes, okay, I know. The heat was utterly stifling and the air was filled with a vile smell.
That's good. Why don't we put stench instead of smell?
I like it. Stench sounds even smellier.
So the heat was utterly stifling and the air was filled with a vile stench. Oh, this place sounds revolting.
Why, thank you, short stuff.
Morning, Maggie.
Hello, love. Come for Amy's cake, have you? Hang on a minute, it's out the back.
Gina, with another man. Oh, my life is over.
There you are, Jeff. This should keep the little lady up. Jeff? Jeff? Where's he gone?
So, what did the landing party find while they were exploring this hot, smelly planet?
Giant vegetables.
I'm sorry, I thought you just said vegetables.
I did. Giant, rotten vegetables. That's why it smells so bad. They've beamed down into a giant's vegetable patch.
Oh, yeah! I could draw huge, rotten cabbages and monstrous tomatoes with massive bite marks out of them.
I can almost hear Widget say, "Look at the size of those cabbages!"
And then Dr. Laser would say, "They're enormous."
And Optic would have to go one better and say, "Quite colossal."
I think we should see the giant next.
Then why don't you draw the crew wobbling about as the ground shakes and a giant boot comes into view?
Okay. And what should we put for the story?
How about the landing party gasped as a big boot came into view?
Well, if he's a giant, big doesn't sound quite big enough.
What about gigantic?
Or immense.
Stupendous?
Mega monstrous.
That's not a real word.
No, but it sounds like you're describing something 2 galaxies beyond big.
You're right. Mega monstrous it is.
We'd had to stop halfway through the story because Dad stormed in and the captain had to hide. I told Dad I'd been fiddling with his work, but he didn't take it in. He was in such a complete state about seeing Gina with another man. He was so upset, he'd forgotten Amy's cake, so he had to go back for it. At least it gave the captain and I a chance to finish the story. So in this next part, the giant grabs the crew, doesn't he?
And I do something truly courageous. We could say the giant's voice started as a rumble and rose to a roar.
I like that. And why don't we add, it was so loud it made the landing party tremble.
Optic would say his breath smells horrible.
And I bet Widget would say, the situation is terrible.
And I'd reply, but not impossible.
Followed by some truly heroic act.
Naturally.
The Adventures of Captain Crimson, Space Crusader. The Galileo's water tank had sprung a leak, and they were desperate to refill it. So they had made an emergency landing on an unexplored planet. Twin suns beat down upon Captain Crimson and his crew. The heat was utterly stifling, and the air was filled with a vile stench.
What's that dreadful pong?
The crew was surrounded by brown, slimy grass and mouldy leaves that had been sweating in the heat.
Yeah, what a hideous planet.
Let's get the water and go.
Suddenly, there was a noise like thunder, and the ground began to shake.
What on earth is that?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's heading this way.
The crew waited anxiously to discover what type of creature would emerge.
Look at the size of those cabbages!
They're enormous.
Quite colossal. The landing party gasped as a mega monstrous boot appeared.
It's a giant!
Let's hope he's friendly. Follow me.
Fearlessly, Captain Crimson led his crew forward.
Health and happiness, sir.
With a mighty roar, the giant's massive hand swooped down and snatched the landing party from the ground. Gotcha! What are you doing here? The captain explained the urgency of their mission.
We come in peace, my friend. We need water.
The giant's voice started as a rumble and rose to a roar. It was so loud, it made the landing party tremble. If you want water, you must fight me for it.
Ugh, his breath smells horrible.
This situation is terrible.
But not impossible. I'll take you on, but let my crew go free.
Captain, you are in serious trouble.
This is unbearable. You could die.
Let's not crumble under pressure. This is what we're going to do.
As the noble captain prepared to fight for their lives, his capable crew escaped to put his plan into action.
Hurry up, Tip. There's so little time to save the captain.
One stumble and you're mine.
The nimble-footed captain was too quick for the lumbering giant.
Down here, big fella.
Won't get ya.
Missed.
As the landing pods flew in low, the captain put his part of the plan into action.
Take this. And that, you big bully.
Ow! Ooh! Ow!
And that.
With expert skill, the crew hooked onto the giant's strawberry net.
Steady as she goes, men. That was an incredible bit of footwork out there, Captain. Thanks for saving us.
No need for thanks, Optic. It's all in a day's work.
We'd just finished when Wiz came in to say we had to leave for the party. So we'd packed our car with all the food and driven to the hall, leaving Captain Crimson in a mega monster sulk.
Now, we'll get on with the games in just a minute. But first, where's that birthday girl? Hey, little lady. Can you lift that, Amy?
No.
Of course you can't. I can.
So shut off. When are we going to start the games?
Soon.
Go on then.
Oh, well, let's see if anyone else wants to go first. Don't want to hog the old limelight after all. Anyone else want to go? Of course not.
I do.
Go on, Wiz.
Now then, madam, are you sure? I mean, I wouldn't want to be responsible for you hurting yourself.
I'll risk it if you will.
Hey, are we insured for this? Right, love. Keep your knees bent and your legs apart. That way, as you lift this baby in the air, the stress is distributed evenly throughout your body.
How exhilarating. Well, I better get back to the tea. Here you are, dear.
Hang on, I'm not...
Thanks.
Oh, Mummy.
What a lovely tea. Oh, it was so good to see you. Mwah.
Oi, what you doing? Are you all right?
Yes. Mud fell, slipped.
Oh, hello. I didn't realise it was you. Oh, you poor thing. What happened?
I must have, hello. Tripped. Perfectly fine now. Okay now. Fine, thanks. Goodbye.
Hang on, you might have hurt yourself. Look, why don't you let my brother drop you home?
Oh, I couldn't possibly, pardon?
My brother Tony, his car's just round the corner. I think he must have bumped his head.
Ha! Brother! Ah, Tony! You, Tony, me, Jeff. Hi. Nice to meet you, eh? Tony, Tone, Anthony. Well, got a dash. Cake to collect, party to deliver. Bye, Tony. Bye, Miss Clough. Goodbye, siblings. Busy. Brother.
Captain Crimson to Galileo. Come in, Galileo. Are you receiving me? I'm stranded, marooned, abandoned, and bored. Hello? What's this? An invitation to Amy's party, complete with vital navigational aids on how to get there?
Get off! Games or something.
Me?
Well, would you like to stand down over the food?
Listen, everyone. Who wants a nice game of Squeak, Piggy, Squeak?
Greetings! Health and happiness!
Health and happiness! Listen, everybody, I'd like you to meet Crimson, our replacement gladiator. Dad was completely full when Amy introduced the captain as a standing gladiator. It was an utterly brilliant idea. At least that's what we thought at the time.
Boilers into high space overdrive and away! You never take me alive!
Head him off, gang, and hold your fire. Ready, aim, fire!
Missed!
We're not the only ones.
Uh-oh!
Uh-oh. Well, you really saved asking today, Crimson. Thanks.
No need for thanks. It's all in a day's work.
The captain hadn't really been injured. Well, his pride may have been hurt, but his body soon recovered. So Captain Crimson was happy, Dad was happy, Dad's editor was happy, and we'd had an ace pinata of a party. Maybe the rest of the summer wouldn't be so bad after all.
Does Jeff's confidence crumble when he's asked to give a talk at the library in front of Gina? Will the captain feel humble when he breaks all the washing machines at the laundrette? And how much trouble can one man stumble into in a day? Find out next week in the incredible adventures of Captain Crimson. Watch this space.